Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pammy and on here I am reviewing all things clean beauty. So thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. Oh my gosh, today is quite a special occasion. When I'm uploading this video, it is going to be my 30th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Can you believe that? 30 years old, this one. Like, how did that even happen? You know, time is just flying by. So what better occasion to be spoiling myself with some really high-end, luxurious, really expensive makeup. So that was the perfect excuse for me to purchase Westman Atelier, aka known as the most expensive clean beauty brand. The founder of Westman Atelier is called Gucci Westman. She is a professional makeup artist and she created this line, and from the beginning on I was very intrigued. I also want to show you how they perform on problem skin, because I do have quite a different skin type than most YouTubers do. So I watched some reviews and most of these people do have pretty flawless skin. I don't, so I'm gonna share with you my tips and tricks. Also, you guys, if you're interested in clean beauty and if you maybe want to show me some special birthday love, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, also ring the bell notification, because then you'll be notified every time I upload new content. And if you enjoyed this video at any point, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That would be so appreciated. I don't have quite everything from Westman Atelier. I mean, they don't even have an eyeshadow palette. I want to review this beautiful Lovinah Beauty eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the Goddess Glow eyeshadow palette. And can you believe I did not spend a penny on this, because I won this on Instagram. Like, I never win anything and then I win this stunning eyeshadow palette. Oh my god, it is just mesmerizing. So thanks so much Criminal Beauty for this giveaway. I really appreciated it. I was just over the moon when I got this. Also, you guys, because I was not interested in Westman Atelier's lipstick thing, pan. You know, it's like a pan. I'm just gonna pop a picture on here. I was really not interested in that, so I do have a lipstick by Axiology that I want to review as well. Also, you guys, because it's my birthday, I asked you on Instagram if you do have any questions for me, and I did pick out a couple of them, and I will be answering them after each application of each product. So yeah, thanks so much for participating. That was so much fun, honestly. It was great to see your questions. And yeah, I mean, if you're only here just for one product, just check out the timestamps in the description box below. I always put them there so you can skip ahead. Otherwise, just stay with me. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be luxurious. It's gonna be high-end. And yeah, so you guys, let's go barefaced and let's just jump straight into the review. So you guys, I am barefaced right now and ready to play around with these beautiful Westman Atelier products. However, I do want to point out a few things before I start. So basically, you guys, even though I'm turning 30, I still have skin like a teenager. I have acne-prone skin, I have problem skin, I have combo skin. So that means that my skin is literally oilier in my T-zone and it kind of gets dry around here on my cheeks a little bit. So it's not the ideal, perfect, you know, skin that we all dream about. On the contrary, it is very problematic. And I know that this foundation is not necessarily meant for a full coverage finish. On the other hand, you know, this is more of a foundation for a natural, sheer, maybe sort of medium finish, but I would not even say medium. And in every review that I've watched, people always recommended less is more. But that's the last thing I sort of want, you know. I kind of always want more so that I can build it up and that it looks sort of, you know, that my skin tone is just evened out. So the first time around when I applied this foundation, my biggest problem was my T-zone. You know, the foundation broke up on me because I tried to build it up, I tried to layer it, you know, I tried to get some coverage out of it. So one mistake I made before I applied this foundation was that I moisturized my face. Usually before I apply any sort of makeup, I kind of moisturize my face a little bit prior to the application. Westman Atelier does not carry a primer. So that was also one of these things, you know, I just applied it straight onto my face after I moisturized it without any sort of primer, without any like grip, so that this foundation would glide on a little bit better, that it would not streak as much. So today we're going to do this a little bit different because I found a way to make this work. Another thing is that Westman Atelier does not carry a concealer. They do sort of claim that you could use the foundation as a concealer. Now this is also something that completely went wrong. I tried to use the foundation stick as a concealer under my eyes. I do need a certain amount of coverage under my eyes, you know, and this does not give me much coverage. But what happened was it all collected in my lines. And this happened quite fast, you know, this didn't happen after a couple of hours, it happened sort of after 30 minutes. So I will not use the foundation as a concealer today, but I will show you all these extra steps that I'm taking just to make this foundation work a little bit better for my skin type. So I do definitely want to prime my face today, and I'm going to be using the 100% pure mattifying primer, vitamins and antioxidants. This is such a good primer. I will definitely do a separate video by this brand, but for today this is what I'm going to use. This is a gel. It is really good. So I'm going to be putting this primer on my face just to make this foundation work a ton better. So let's start with the foundation. This is the Vital Skin foundation stick and this retails for $68. So this foundation comes in 14 shades. I have this in the shade Atelier 1, and that is a fair with neutral undertone shade. On their website they are saying luxurious cream foundation rich in antioxidants and formulated with active ingredients to combat redness, calm irritation, even out complexion and boost moisture. Molten texture melts into the skin for a radiant natural finish. No silicones, no parabens, no PEGs, no talc, no phthalates, no synthetic fragrances, vegan and no animal testing. All the Westman Atelier products come in this beautiful packaging. Really cute packaging. I just wish they would offer refills for this because, I mean, I would not want to buy like all this packaging all the time because it's very sturdy packaging. So a vegan foundation. I just want to point out this has coconut oil in it, so if you don't like coconut oil, this might not be for you. This is definitely such a hydrating foundation. It's super hydrating, really good for dry skin, I would say. I actually tested out a couple of methods of application as well. The one thing that worked the best for me was if I would take a classic foundation brush, so like a flat foundation brush like this. If I would use a densely packed foundation brush, it would get me into trouble. So I'm going to use this one. This is from Eco Tools, just a classic foundation brush. Let me put back my hair and then we start applying this. So I'm going to take the stick and I'm just going to, you know, pack it onto my brush like that. If you do put a good primer on beforehand, it will definitely work so much better. So this time around, I feel like it did cover up quite a lot. I mean, my chin, the redness is gone. Also, I feel like if you want to really like, you know, cover up a certain spot, you just have to take it a little bit on your finger and then really tap it in. Although this is a very hydrating foundation, it's not gonna look greasy unless you put on a bunch of moisturizer beforehand. It looks like skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing any makeup. This is very, very lightweight. So I still want to conceal this just a tiny bit more, and I'm just going to use the Fit Glow Conceal Plus for this. reviewed this product in the Full Face by Fit Glow Beauty review. I'm going to link that up in the cards. So what I want to do now is I want to wait a little bit until this sinks into my skin completely. And meanwhile, we are going to answer some questions. So Taylor asked me, if you could only use one makeup product for the rest of your life, what would you pick? I was thinking about this a little bit, and it's so hard to just pick one item. But if I really had to make a choice, I think I would go with a full coverage foundation with a matte finish. Right, so I would not need a concealer, I would not need a setting powder. I also really like eye makeup, you know. I mean, I could definitely live without any lip product, I could live without a bronzer, I could live without a blush or a highlighter even, you know. But that would be the one thing I could not live without, would be a foundation. So another thing I want to do now is I want to lock this. Because another thing with this foundation is if you touch your face, this is gonna come off, and this happened to me. Even if you just touch it a little bit, you're gonna have it all on your fingers. And also, you know, I do get a little bit oilier here, so what I want to do is use this beautiful, amazing, really good finishing powder. So this is the Lily Lolo finishing powder. This is the Flawless Matte Powder. Okay, so let's move on with the next product. So this is the Face Trace Contour Stick, and this retails for $48. I have this in the shade Biscuit. It's only available in one shade, and that's a cool beige coffee shade. So they are saying sculpt and define with this creamy contour stick that won't interfere with other makeup and boasts a soothing formulation that protects skin against environmental stresses. No parabens, no PAGs, no talc, no phthalates, no synthetic fragrances, vegan, and no animal testing. Great. So one thing I want to say straight off the bat is that I also have a bronzer and I have another product that is kind of similar. So I don't want to overdo this. This does not contain any straight up pure coconut oil, by the way. So I'm just going to take this on my sculpting brush, and I'm just going to be very careful not to take too much. So you guys, contouring is done. I have to say I really like this contour stick. Just in general, I'm not the biggest fan of a contour stick. I always prefer a powder, but it has a really beautiful shade. And I also did not go overboard, and I just really applied it a little bit like lower than I would usually go, because we're still gonna do the bronzer and stuff. So, you know, I don't want to like overdo it already and then have like a mega bronzed up face. But it's really good also for the nose. I really like this product for the nose and for the jawline. It is amazing. It's really stunning, blends out really good, but then again, I always prefer a powder. So let's take the next question. This is from J'adore Bio, and they asked me, what is your current skincare routine morning and evening? You guys, if I would reply to this, like, we'd be running out of time and I would go on and on and on. I will definitely review skincare on this channel, but just please be aware, skincare is more of like a lengthy process in the terms of I really have to try out skincare over a long period before I can give you any sort of review, until, you know, I can make a proper evening or morning routine video. I really want to still try out a few products that I have before I do that. So just stick around on here because there will definitely be a morning or evening skincare routine video coming up. So let's move on to the next product. So this is their Beauty Butter Powder Bronzer, and this retails for a whopping $75. This must be the most expensive bronzer in history, or at least on my channel. So they only have this in one shade. They have this in the shade Coup de Soleil. That's a true matte terracotta bronzing shade. You guys, this comes in this little pouch. This is probably, I don't know why they do that, but I suppose it's just to keep the main packaging, you know, fingerprint safe or something. It's not really needed, but it's very nice. And then the bronzer comes in this golden, beautiful pan. It is probably the prettiest bronzer ever. It comes like with this beautiful engraved pattern, the logo of Westman Atelier, has a mirror. This packaging is so heavy duty, like it literally weighs a ton. I really wish they would do refills for this because this packaging is just too nice to, you know, even put that in the bin or even recycle it. I would not feel comfortable doing so. I would love the fact if they would have refills, especially for such a pricey product. I do feel like you pay a lot for this packaging. The $75 is probably like $30, so it's like just the packaging, because this is really like the heaviest packaging ever. This shimmer-free formulation leaves skin looking healthy and naturally bronzed. Innovative pigment technology protects from environmental stresses while plant butters nourish the skin. So no parabens, no PAGs, no phthalates, no synthetic fragrances, vegan, and no animal testing. Great. And very sparingly with this bronzer, it is so pigmented. You don't need a lot. Just a little bit. This bronzer is so pretty. I really love it. I love the shade. The reason being why I went in quite sparingly is because it is very highly pigmented. And the next product, you know, that I have for you guys, it's kind of a similar product, so I did not want to overdo it. So before we move on to the next product, I just quickly wanted to answer another question. This comes in from Natural with Nat, and she asked me about my birthday wish list. So I don't really necessarily have a birthday wish list in the traditional sense, but I always wanted to go on a trip for my 30th birthday. Obviously, it's not going to happen because I could not get time off work. So I always wanted to go to Hawaii. And because that's not going to happen, you know, I probably have to postpone that holiday. Okay, so let's move on to the next product. So this is their super loaded tinted highlight, and this retails for $75. I have this in the shade Peau de Soleil, which is a warm bronze gold. So they also have this in another shade, in the shade Peau de Pêche. You know, that's more of a pinky, pearlized tone. I always prefer a warmer tone over any sort of pink tone. This is by no means a highlighter in the traditional sense. This is a tinted highlight. It's not a highlighter. This is what I would call a shimmery bronzer. And it's a cream bronzer. So you can see, it looks like a powder, but once you dip in, it's a cream. Beautiful highlighting cream delivers luminous warmth in universally flattering shades, a soothing, easy to apply, multi-purpose polish for eyes, cheeks, and face, infused with a combination of antioxidants and hydrators, nourishes and treats skin while enhancing natural glow. This has no silicones, no parabens, no PAGs, no talc, no phthalates, no animal testing. This has Sierra Alba beeswax in it, so that's why it's not vegan. I tried this on my eyes before, and let me just tell you, I used this like an eyeshadow. I literally put it on my lid right here. It did not work for me. Maybe I should have taken an eye primer, I don't know. My problem with this was that it literally went straight in my crease after only 2 hours, and it kind of faded on my eyes. So I don't know, maybe it's just that I have really like oilier lids or something, but it just did not perform well on my eyes. So I'm gonna try and use this a little bit on my cheeks. That's why I went in so sparingly too with the bronzer, because this is another bronzer. So we have the contour, we have the bronzer, and then we have this, right? I just have a little bit of an issue to apply this. I'm taking this on my finger and I'm gonna dab it. This is so pigmented, it is really pigmented. I'm just gonna go a little bit on top of the bronzer here and really try and get it in. I do feel like this product should just be used like separately without the bronzer, because it's so easy to overdo it, especially if you're a little bit fairer like me. It could literally be just your bronzer, what you would like to use as a bronzer on its own. So before we move on, let's take another question. This is a really good one. This came in from Nurturing Beauty XO. She also has a YouTube channel. She asked me, what made you transition to clean beauty? So I actually transitioned to clean beauty in 2012, 2013, so quite a while ago. But back then, nobody called this clean beauty. No one. That wasn't even a thing. Back then, it was more of like organic makeup, you know, the stuff you would get in Whole Foods. So I lived in London back then, and my housemate actually, she really made me aware about what's in the products that I've been using, you know. She was kind of pointing out, you know, what's in your shampoo, you know, what's in your makeup and all of that. And I really have to thank her for this, because she was the one who kind of bought all these organic products, so quite a while ago. And yeah, I never looked back. So I do want to move on with the eyes now. So I'm quickly going to do my eyebrows off camera. And then I have an eyeshadow palette. That one is not by Westman Atelier, but it's by Lovinah Beauty. And I have one more eye product from Westman Atelier, so see you in a second. You guys, I am back, brows are done, and I am so excited to be showing you the next product. This is going to be a first impressions as well. So this is the Lovinah Goddess Glow Gemstone Infused Palette. This is an eyeshadow palette and it retails for $45. I want to do my birthday look with this eyeshadow palette. The only problem I can already kind of see is they're all very shimmery and there's not a lot of mattes. There's just this black one that I accidentally bumped and then this purple one. The shades have no names, so I'm just going to point out what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this shade right here. I'm going to take that one in my crease. Oh my god, that's such a different color than I thought it would be. This looks so different in the pan. Oh wow. That's pretty though. Yeah, let's just go in a little bit with this purple. I'm really scared because they seem to be very, 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 very pigmented. So I might have to take a different brush here and just go a little bit in with the purple. I'm just gonna take that in here. So next color, I want to go in with the blue shade here and bring it to the outer edge. I look crazy, but this color looks so gorgeous. Oh my god, this is so, so pretty. The next color I want to use is this golden shade. Just mesmerizing. I feel like this golden shade is so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, so let's do the brow bone. I want to go in with the light blue. Let's just quickly apply some eyeliner. Wow, I mean, this looks so stunning. So I'm just really indecisive on what eyeshadow color I want to bring down. I might want to do the gold a little bit. Seriously, so awesome. I am speechless. This eyeshadow is completely over the top, but you know, I mean, it's just something that I wanted to try out, like, you know, have a little bit of fun with these colors. They look absolutely mesmerizing. I really, really like them. Before we move on with the next Westman Atelier product, I still want to answer one question, and this comes in from Muna Y, and she asked me, what's your favorite eyeshadow palette? I think I found a new favorite eyeshadow palette, this one. And mainly just because, you know, first off, this was so easy to apply, and I feel like the color story of this is really, really good. I'm almost done with my eyes. The only thing that's missing, obviously, the mascara. This is the I Love You Mascara, and this retails for $62. $62 for a mascara? Really? That is just so crazy. And this is going to be a first impressions. I've never used this mascara before. I've seen some reviews where this went terribly wrong as well, so I can't wait to see how this is going to perform. But before we apply it, let's just read what are they saying about this. So this luxurious 96% natural origin mascara combines innovative plant power technology with creamy conditioning ingredients and a densely packed nylon brush that volumizes, defines, and curls. The result is supercharged lashes that are glossy, pitch black, and healthy from the root. No silicones, no parabens, no PEGs, no phthalates, no synthetic fragrances, no animal testing. So this is not vegan. I think there is beeswax. Let's check. The second ingredient in this is beeswax, so yeah, that does not make it vegan. One downside of this mascara is that it's only good for 6 months after you open it, so you have 6 months to spend $62 on your lashes. So let's try this. Ooh. This mascara smells like, I don't know, this smells amazing. Too clumpy for my liking. Don't know if you can see this, but right here on the tip, I mean, it is a little bit clumpy. Does this look like a $62 mascara? No. One thing I have to say, I wish this would separate the lashes a little bit more. It's kind of a mascara where your lashes are gonna be glued together a little bit, you know. So let's see how this mascara is going to be performing over the day. So my eye look is done. So I just want to reply to another question on here. The next question comes in from my friend Tina today, and she asked me, what other passions do you have besides makeup? None. I'm just kidding. I really do love art. Just everything creative in general. I'm a huge movie geek. I love film, everything film related. I also like books a lot. I love reading. And I also love traveling, like, you know, discovering new cultures, discovering new food, new places, exploring. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, wow, that sounded so generic, but that's just me. So let's move on to the last step, my lips. Okay, you guys, so my lips are lined up. I want to actually use a new lipstick that I've never used, and this is from Axiology, and this is their natural lipstick made with organic ingredients. This is actually an evil-free lipstick. I love that. That is so dang cool. It is all natural, all vegan, and sustainably sexy. That is really hilarious. Clean, vegan, cruelty-free. They have amazing shades, I have to say. This shade selection was just phenomenal. So I did not really know which one I should take. I got this Dimension shade and of course the Bad shade, but we're gonna put this on and see how this is going to perform. Also, this only has the only 10 ingredient lipstick, so only 10 ingredients in this. You guys, I really like this look. I feel like this is really a lot, especially now with the eye makeup done and my lipstick done. This looks pretty awesome. I mean, this brown shade is perfect. This is exactly the brown I actually like. It is deep, rich, and this is so moisturizing, this lipstick. Extremely, extremely good. Wow, I am impressed. Really cool product. Go and check out that brand. They have so many cool shades. So you guys, my makeup is on. I'm gonna be back in 6 to 8 hours to check in with you guys and tell you how this all performed. I am back right now. It is quite late. It is almost 1 o'clock, 1:45. Let's just start with the worst product, the elephant in the room, okay? This mascara. Where is the mascara? This one is just so bad. It's really not good. All the people who reviewed this and who have said that, they were right. And guys, I even have mascara on my nose. I don't know if you can see this. It's flaking. It is grainy as hell. I could literally take it off. Look at that. Can you actually see that on my finger? Yeah. This mascara is literally one of the worst mascaras ever. This is not cool. You guys, $62 for the most flakiest, grainiest, driest mascara ever. Like, what on earth? I mean, if I look, like, just like, it's everywhere. It's all over my face. So that is so bad. Such a beautiful packaging though. Like, I can't get over that still. Like, I love this packaging. I just wish what is in there would be as great as this packaging. Like, guys, don't ever buy this. I mean, unless you want to look all grainy and all black all over your face, this is a really bad mascara. I mean, it's just a clumpy mess and a grainy mess, a flaky mess. I can't get over this. I am so disappointed. So let's talk about the foundation. The foundation looks, on my forehead, it looks okay. It still looks great on my forehead. On my nose, it is okay. The only spot where I'm really not liking it is here. It is just completely breaking up on me. It's just bye-bye. And I show you what I mean. This is getting oily, so if I do this, I would, like, it will come back to life. So I do think what this foundation really needs is a touch-up. There's just a little bit oily on my skin. I don't know. I mean, is it my favorite foundation? No, because it really doesn't fulfill my purposes, you know. I do need a different sort of foundation. But I feel like after all these hours, it's still on there, you know. It's still on my skin. It did not move around. It did not completely disappear into thin air. The only thing is my oil made it break up a little bit. I mean, this contour stick is great though. The contour stick is still on. It looks still stunning. My bronzer, the super tinted highlight, I mean, top-notch products, okay? These are really good products. But yeah, the foundation, that might just not be for my skin type, you know. This eyeshadow palette, I mean, amazing. These eye colors are still on. I just really regret the fact that I used this mascara with it. This is awful. This is horrible. The lipstick, I mean, you guys, it's a lipstick. I drank, I ate, and it's almost gone. I also wasn't careful when I was drinking, so that is probably just why. Anyway, you guys, now it's time for my plant rating. So you guys, this is the end of my review, so thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this luxurious birthday special review. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also, if you haven't yet, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Just hit the button and stay tuned on here because I have so much more content coming up. So take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.